How's it going, guys? It has been several months since I first promised you guys, this is gonna get very obnoxious very quickly, I can already tell. It's been several months since I first started talking about a massive channel update coming in the future. And obviously some things came up, moving, new job, etc., which prolonged this, but it is finally time for me to let you guys know what has been going on in my brain over the last, well, really for like the last half of a year, and what I've been trying to put into words for the last 2 months. It is finally time to come clean with you guys with a massive channel update. Now, I tried to record this video once already, as I typically do, and it was somewhere around 45 minutes. Which, weird, I almost never ramble during these channel update videos, so it's weird that it would go that long, but I think I can keep it much shorter this time because I was working through the words, how to word it last time, and it was pretty difficult, but now that I've gone through it once, I think I can help. And it actually took me like 10 minutes to get to the main point in the last video of what this big update is gonna be, or what the big news is for you guys. And so I think it's probably better, instead of me trying to overhype it and blah, 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 because most people probably wouldn't have even made it to that point in the video. Let's just get right to it, which is, this is not, oh my god, too bright. This Rest in Peace Playcrastination banner that I made out of, looks like an insurance form from my work, is not just a spoopy Halloween decoration, unfortunately, although happy Halloween. It is also the subject of today's video, which is that PlaycrastiNation is dying. It is not dead currently, but it will soon be ending, which is, again, the gigantic announcement I've been trying to put into words for 2 months now. So that's some bad news. Typically, bad news, usually comes with a little bit of good news as well. Unfortunately, the bad news kind of just keeps stacking on this one. So the bad news right off the bat is that, like I said, PlaycrastiNation is going to cease to exist very soon. The second bit of bad news for you guys, I hate to deliver all this to you, is that you're not going to be able to get rid of me that easily, though, because I'm not quitting YouTube, if that makes sense. In fact, and again, I'm sorry, like I said, in the last video I took 10 minutes of building up sadness to reveal this. I'm not leaving YouTube. PlaycrastiNation is dying, but this is more of a channel rebrand than anything else. I'm going to be staying on YouTube and on Twitch and on the internet in general, playing games and doing fun things. I will be adding some new stuff to the mix, though, but after thinking about it long and hard, I think it is time for PlaycrastiNation to end. Now, before I get into what the new channel name is, where it's going to be, what it's going to look like, etc., because there's some really cool stuff coming over there, I want to talk a little bit about what kind of went behind my decision to end PlaycrastiNation, to move on to something else. So, as you guys know, I've been doing this YouTube thing here on this channel for a little bit over 3 years. I think my first video went over 3 years, actually. Yeah, September of 2015 was my first video went live, which is kind of nuts to think about. I typically am the type of person to find a new hobby and I'll get really into it for a little bit of time and then I'll get bored of it shortly after. So if you would have told me 3 years ago I was going to keep making YouTube videos 3 years later, I would have thought you were absolutely nuts. And I haven't really been making YouTube videos obviously over the last month or so because of the whole moving and craziness situation and also some other issues that popped up, but I've missed it so much. So again, I'm not going anywhere. Playcrastination is, when I first came up with the name Playcrastination, honestly, I was in college. I had this dream of becoming this massive YouTuber with this massive community of people, and I was reading all these articles about like how to create the perfect YouTube name and make sure you have a community and blah blah blah. And so all of these thoughts went into it, the name itself. I spent literally weeks trying to think of the name Playcrastination. Originally it was just going to be Procrastination, actually, with the N capitalized for nation, but when I googled it, it looked like somebody had already had that, and I didn't want to steal somebody else's thunder at that time, so I was like, it's gotta be unique, which in this day and age is pretty hard. Almost every combination's pretty much gone. So I went eventually and jammed 2 words together, Playcrastination, a combination of playing video games and procrastinating. Bam, put them together. You guys were the Playcrastinators, and I was supposed to be this overlord deity kind of thing. But as the years have gone on, and even right off the bat, I realized that's never really what I wanted to be. Maybe when I started, I had this idea of having, again, I read these articles and they're like, well, you need to have an army or something. You need to have a group, you need to have a name for your followers. At the end of the day, I kind of, over the years, have realized I much prefer the style of, I guess not that I don't think that highly of myself, but I don't want to think of myself as like an overlord. I more prefer my type of gaming and gaming in general as like an opportunity to share an experience with someone. As I'm playing a video game, you guys are watching along with me and maybe sharing in that experience at the same time. So it's not a overlord-citizen relationship. I really prefer just putting us all on the same level, a human-to-human relationship, because at the end of the day, I'm really just a person. I'm really just a dude sitting in a room, speaking into a microphone. At the end of the day, I'm just Josh. That's who I am, and I like to keep it simple like that, which is the perfect segue into the new channel that I'm very excited. By the way, all this, when I say new channel, everything will probably stay on this channel. I will be changing the name and things like that, but we'll talk about that coming up. It's a rebrand. I spent 3 years building this 380 subscriber empire, so we're going to go ahead and keep that progress I've made thus far. But we will be changing all of the things, names on here, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you follow me. The name will be changing in all those places, so PlaycrastiNation is no more. And like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just Josh, so I'm very excited to let you guys know that the new channel, not an empire, but the new brand for our channel going forward is called Just Joshin', with no G. Forget the G, pretend there's no G in the English language. And instead we got a little apostrophe there at the end. Again, there were some people out there already that had just joshing, or just joshing around, or I'm just joshing, so I didn't want to tread on anybody's toes. So we glopped off the G, put an apostrophe there, and it's just joshing, which is perfect. It's actually a phrase that I catch myself saying quite a bit, and one of my friends actually proposed it when I told him I was thinking about getting rid of the name PlaycrastiNation and changing everything. More often than not, I say I'm just joshing with you, which is kind of the same thing, but he was like, why don't you literally say that so much and it's your name, why don't you just do that? It's so much easier, and it rolls off the tongue so much better, and he was so right. So I gave it some thought, and that's what's happening. That's honestly one of the biggest reasons is for the rebrand is, as clever as I thought I was coming up with the name PlaycrastiNation, we ran into a lot of issues. I couldn't even make a proper tombstone for it because there's too many letters. And I ran into that same issue when I was making a Twitter handle and all sorts of things. There were just too many letters and it was too hard to fit it places. Just Joshin' is 2 words, short, sweet, to the point. You can stack them if you want to. I don't really know what it's gonna look like, but it rolls off the tongue so much easier. I used to go into Twitch chats of bigger streamers while I was watching them play games or talk about things or whatever, and I would leave comments, and trying to listen to them pronounce my channel's name hurt so bad, because it took me a while to get it too. It's a lot of syllables, Playcrastination. There's a lot of syllables, there's a lot of emphasis there, and so trying to listen to people try to pronounce that was kind of a wake-up call for me that, you know what? There's probably nobody that's watching this channel right now and then is going to go to school the next day and be like, dude, you're going to check out this channel. It's Playcrastination. They're going to think you like sneezed or something. So it's a problem, and I wanted to fix it. And I think that the rebrand is the best way to do so. Now, I would like to say that you may notice that I said that Playcrastination is dying, but not totally dead yet. This next month or so, I know I keep saying, in a month we're going to be doing this, in a month we're going to do this. This is for real. In a month, this month, November, is going to be kind of a transition period. We're going to be transitioning everything over from Playcrastination to Just Joshin'. Now, it's not, unfortunately, as simple as just changing the names on everything. I've been very busy, and so, unfortunately, I was hoping I'd have more for you guys in terms of an entire new brand package with new channel art, new icons, a new character, new outros and intros and all sorts of the full package of a new brand. But unfortunately, both due to time and due to some financial issues that I ran into, over the last month. It turns out that it's very expensive to live in an apartment, and unfortunately, the stock market has taken a severely bad turn. If you've been paying attention to the news, it's like one of the worst months ever. So I lost a lot of money over the past month, and that money was going to be used to buy an also new setup for recording some nice. It probably still sounds echoey. I apologize. I tried to put a blanket up on the wall temporarily to make it better. It might not be working that well, though eventually we will get some nice audio foam in front of me to make the quality of this recording sound better, but right now it might not sound great, and I apologize for that. So there's a lot of things I wanted to do, but due to time and money, didn't quite have the resources to do. So you'll probably notice that after this video goes live, our channel art, kind of everywhere, will change. It's already changed from PlaycrastiNation to the Halloween theme stuff. After this, it will change to another thing, which I don't want to spoil yet because I think it's pretty funny. But you can go check after this video. It should be live both on Twitter, Facebook, etc., everywhere. And it will serve as kind of a temporary channel art while over the next month I work on actually getting this completely flushed out. I was gonna, again, I could have waited till I had that stuff, but I was like, I've kept you guys waiting for so long to know about this rebrand that I just wanted to let you guys know. You guys have waited way too long. So here I am letting you know. Here's where the rambling starts. In addition to that, you know, intros and outros, like I said, those will be flushed out over time. The typical PlaycrastiNation ones will probably be gone, and we'll start trying some new stuff, and maybe I won't even do that. The biggest thing I will say is that once this channel changes to just Joshin, and this was also a big reasoning behind the rebrand as well, this will not be, I would call PlaycrastiNation a gaming channel. The entire name is based on playing video games while procrastinating. It kind of put me in a creative box in terms of what I could do because I felt like I could only do Let's Plays, and about a year in, I realized I'm a little bit late into Let's Play game. They don't really happen here anymore. A lot of stuff's going over on Twitch, and I really wanted to hop on that. And so once we switch over to just Joshin, I don't know what kind of videos I'm gonna make going forward. What I can tell you is that probably a lot less gaming, probably almost no gaming. For a while, there's gonna be kind of a testing period where I really just wanna try other types of videos over the years that I've thought might be fun. And again, not necessarily, I think I came into the Let's Play game a little bit too late, which made growth extremely difficult. Like I said, the 380 subs over 3 years is okay, but I think we could have done better, and I really prided myself over those 3 years of never using clickbait and not doing the typical annoying YouTube stuff, going for clickbaity thumbnails and titles and putting up bad content. That's the last thing I wanted to do. But I'm kind of curious just to see, you know, what I could potentially do if I actually tried to play the YouTube game. So do not expect, that does not mean there's gonna be top 10 anime butts you won't believe number 7. Don't expect videos like that coming out. I don't watch anime. Okay, come on. Don't even expect clickbaity type videos like that, but maybe expect more of some other type of stuff you might see on YouTube. Scripted content, top 10 videos, maybe a reaction video here or there. Muffin taste testing, I have no idea. I basically just want to try some things that I already like doing in my personal life, maybe some sports talk, maybe some TV show reviews, or I don't know. I do a lot of things besides just play video games, and it'd be cool to incorporate those into the channel, but I never felt like I could do that at PlaycrastiNation. On Just Joshin, it's a place for me to be just Josh. So it's so perfect. And it's going to be a little bit of a testing ground for a while. We'll see what kind of stuff catches on. And that might be the kind of stuff we do going forward. Or it could just forever be a place with random videos, because in general, I'm a pretty random person. I kind of do whatever is feeling right at the moment, to go with the flow, as they say. And so maybe that's the kind of way we'll structure the channel as well. I have no idea. It's not a thing yet. I haven't changed the name. But once we do, there's going to be, like I said, an awkward little testing period starting in December once Just Joshin takes over. Over the next month, as we transition, I am excited to say we have one final Let's Play that's going to be uploaded to YouTube from PlaycrastiNation. This will be the last Let's Play in the name of PlaycrastiNation, and that is going to be a Pokemon Theta Emerald EX Nuzlocke. Not a randomizer Nuzlocke, mostly because it was too difficult, but also because the last Nuzlocke we did was so randomized, I kind of just want to take a little bit of break from the crazy randomization and do a normal Let's Play. It's not totally normal. It is Theta Emerald EX, which is a hack of Pokemon Emerald, which, by the way, is the only generation, the Hoenn region, that we have not played through on the channel, so I thought it would be a great way to finish things off with. So we've played through every other region except for this one. It is a hack of that game that includes all 6, I think it's up to 6th gen, maybe 7th gen as well, worth of Pokemon. So it should still be very interesting nonetheless, and it's a very difficult game. It's not a Dre hack, but it's up in there in terms of difficulty. So I don't know if we'll make a separate video, since you guys already know who the starters are in 3rd gen, Torchic, Trico, Mudkip. Since we already know that, I guess I could just do a poll right now of you choose my starter, and then when I record the first episode, I could just go for it, or I'll do the typical choose my starter episode. I have not decided yet. If I do the choose my starter episode, it'll go up on Friday. If not, I'll just put the poll up on this coming Friday. And the series will start next Monday. And you can expect that series to take place Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every single day of the week, again, for the next month or so. I'm hoping to hit about 20 episodes in this and then be done with it. And then once this series ends, PlaycrastiNation will officially be buried and Just Joshin will take over. Now, you may have noticed that I said there probably won't be a whole lot of gaming content on Just Joshin once we transition. If you're here for gaming content, which is the only content I've ever produced, so I would think that's the only reason you are here, do not worry. We're going to be moving almost all, if not all, of the gaming over to Twitch, which is something I've wanted to do for a very long time. There's going to be some series every now and again that just makes sense to do on YouTube, whether it's a shorter Let's Play or maybe something that needs to be a little bit more edited, like a Nuzlocke, that I think just fit better as a YouTube series. But in general, like I said, I really just want to, I love the environment, and over the last couple months, I've really switched, even just from a watching perspective, from YouTube videos over to Twitch streams, because I really just like sharing an experience of watching someone play through a game or playing through a game with people watching. There's something about that that's cool to me, and so I would expect a lot of that, a lot of, I prefer the play style of just picking a game, playing through it, you guys join me on the journey, and we finish it together. And that really works better on Twitch, in my opinion, than on YouTube. Again, there's going to be some things that make more sense to do on YouTube, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But for the most part, things are going to be moving over to Twitch. And so over this next month, while the Theta Emerald series is going on YouTube, while we transition to Just Joshin, we'll be doing some test streams over on the PlaycrastiNation Twitch channel, twitch.tv/PlaycrastiNation, which I guess I'm going to have to change to twitch.tv/JustJoshin. Don't know what the title will be. Obviously, when those test streams start happening, we will go out there. Well, we'll just play some random stuff and basically make sure that my computer can handle Twitch streaming. We have some new internet. It's much faster. It's much more stable. It's fiber. Theoretically, I should be able to stream as long as there's not an issue with my computer. Ever since I reset it, it's been running way faster, and so I'm very opportunistic. I'm very optimistic. I'm very optimistic about us being able to stream, and so that's something I want to definitely bring to you guys. So like I said, most gaming content will be moving over to Twitch. The thing I don't know yet, and maybe you guys can let me know in the comments down below, is do you guys want to see the VODs uploaded to the Just Joshin channel from our Twitch streams, or would you rather them have a separate channel just for the VODs? I know some people don't like watching VODs in general, and if you're that type of person, I do apologize. You do not have to stick around for this change. It's just something that makes more sense to me, and especially, I've also just been pretty busy lately, and not having to edit quite as much on Twitch is also a very big draw as well. There's just a lot of things, as I've been thinking, like I said, over the last month. This rebrand has been on my mind for a very long time. Between the awkward naming of PlaycrastiNation, the creative box I was in, only being able to produce Let's Plays, and just needing some sort of change in my life to kind of kickstart things. You know, when I first started this channel, I kind of was in the same place I am now, where I kind of felt like I had gotten into a rhythm, which sometimes can be a good thing, but it also sometimes can feel like you're not progressing in life anymore. And so this YouTube, after doing it for 3 years, it kind of just felt like another routine, part of waking up in the morning, doing this, got to record an episode of this, got to record an episode of that. And I don't want it to feel like that anymore. I want it to evolve over time. I don't want it to stagnate. And so I think this is a nice way to inject a little bit of life, not only into my life, but also into the creative projects that I'm working on and that I can work on. That muffin taste test is coming, by the way. I promise you. maybe the first video on Just Josh is going to be a muffin taste test, and I hope you're ready. But yeah, obviously, if you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, anything, please leave them in the comments down below. I know this is like a big bomb to drop on you guys on this very spooky Halloween, but it has been coming for a long time, and it is something that I needed to just get off of my chest, and so I'm glad that you finally know. And we almost did this in about 20 minutes, which is half the time it took last time, which is very good. I think that's everything I needed to cover. If you're looking for the cliff notes, maybe you scroll to the end because you know I always give the cliff notes at the end. PlaycrastiNation, by next month, by December 1st, will be no more. Our final series that we're going to be playing is a Pokemon Theta Emerald Nuzlocke that will be starting next Monday, after we choose a starter. That series will be Monday through Friday, every single day. As we transition, the new channel's name is Just Joshin. It is going to be not necessarily a gaming channel, but a place for me to test all sorts of different video ideas I've wanted to do over the year. And most gaming will be going over to Twitch. The Twitch channel will also be called Just Joshin, which may be confusing, don't know yet. But we will, again, cross a lot of these bridges when we come to them. This is all new for me too, and I wish I was a little bit more ahead of the game in terms of being prepared, but like I said, life happens, and even though I've been wanting to do this for a while, it hit a couple speed bumps along the way, but we are here now, and I hope you guys are very excited to take this journey with me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of Just Joshin. No, see, that's going to have to change. We're going to have to work on it a little bit, and that's going to be something that we will flush out during the final YouTube series. But yeah, check out the new channel art. It's going to look wonderful. If you guys have any awesome artists that make channel art and you want to drop some links in the description, I am looking for people to do some channel art for me. I still need to get it an idea basically finalized. And I don't have the skills myself to do it. So if you guys know anybody that does some awesome, cool stuff, please just direct them over my way. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Big channel update video, I know, and I hope it doesn't rub anybody the wrong way. Just a change I've been wanting to make, and a change that I think will be better in the long run. Again, comments down below. Let me know. Suggestions, comments, concerns, anything. If you want to put a little rest in peace PlaycrastiNation, it's still around for a little bit, but it is at the tail end of its life. But I think Just Joshin has a chance to be even better, and I'm very excited to take that into the next year. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys, I guess, for the first episode of the Theta Emerald series, if you're going to watch that, or if you're just going to wait until Just Joshin, I'll see you next month, because it's going to happen at some point. Make sure you tune into the live streams. Those will be really fun too. I feel like I haven't ended it yet because I feel like there's something very important from the 40-minute one I originally recorded that I'm forgetting. But I think that's everything. The rebrand is here. It's been announced. Do you guys know about it? PlaycrastiNation dead. Just Josh in here. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys.